So right now we understood chain rule with more than 2 functions. Let's try practicing this. Right, I'm just doing a couple of problems. I give you more problems, you try it yourself. Let's suppose these guys only. Try working yourself. If not, then play the video and watch. Right, now go with the first one. It says y is equal to root of sine root x. Now let me draw the walls, okay, the princess story on this. Now who's the outermost wall? Or let's say, where's the princess? Okay, that's the princess. And the first wall is immediately after that is a root. Okay, fine, that's the first wall. Then the next wall here is what? You have a sine function, correct? Outside the sine function is again a root. Okay, this guy is a root again. So I have 1, 2, and 3. Let me name it as this guy is root, and this guy is sine, and this guy is root again. Okay, so there are 3 functions. All right. So how do I break this? What is the outermost function? The root function, right? So let's go ahead. How do you break root? So I know that y is equal to root of x, or root of a function. I write dy by dx is 1 by 2 root of that function into d by dx of that function. So I need to remember this we already did, right? So if that is the case, so what is here? The root, and inside whatever it is. So I'll write 1 by 2 root of the whole thing inside, that is sine root x, into differentiation of, all right? So what do you write? What is inside? That is sine root x. That's it. All right, say look at this, we already learned this, right? Now next thing, can I do something here? Nothing to do, because no differentiation sign. So I'll write this 2 root of sine root x. Okay, nice. Now how do I differentiate sine root x? So now basically I'll differentiate sine. If you guys remember, y is equal to sine of a bracket of function. How do you differentiate this? That is cos of that function into differentiation of that particular function. We do this again. All right, so in that case I have sine of, what is the function inside? That is root x into, okay, differentiate sine as cos, sorry for that, cos root x into d by dx of root x. Very nice. What is the last thing? So I wrote 1 by 2 root of sine root x into, that is cos root x. And how do you differentiate root x? That is 1 by 2 root x, and that's it. We reach x finally, correct? So I differentiated root as 1 by 2 root x. Now if I have to differentiate d by dx of x, that becomes 1, which I don't write. I don't have to, right? That's all about it. That's the first problem. Now let's try working with the second problem and connect this. Identify which is the outermost function and start differentiating that. All right, so let's go ahead. That is tan inverse of log of sine x. All right, now look at that. So who's the outermost function? I can see it is tan inverse. All right, so how do you differentiate tan inverse? If y is equal to tan inverse of x, that goes like 1 by 1 plus x squared into d by dx of x, which we don't write. If I have to write it more generally, y is equal to tan inverse of a function, it goes like 1 by 1 plus the function squared into d by dx of that function. This is what we learned, right? Yeah, cool. Come back. Apply this here. Instead of x, I have this whole stuff. Instead of x, I have this whole stuff. So x has to come here, here, and here, right? So it means in this case, this whole stuff has to come here, here, and here, or in this case, in the bracket, in the bracket, in the bracket. That's all about it. So let's go ahead. So 1 by 1 plus whatever is inside would come like log of sine x whole square, correct? Into differentiation of log of sine x. All right, that's it. So whatever inside, I need to still work on it. I broke the first wall. Who's the next wall? It's a log wall. So this I would be writing just like that. This is my score. Log of sine x, the whole square is just like that. And I got to differentiate log now. How do you differentiate log? If it is log x, it is 1 by x. If it is log of any bracket or any function, it is 1 by that function. It means what by this whole function? What is inside? That is sine x. Into differentiation of that function, that is sine x. So what happens? It goes like 1 by 1 plus log sine x the whole squared into, it goes like 1 by sine x into differentiation of sine x is cos x. That's all about it. Very simple problem, right? So we'll go with the last problem here. I would like you guys to stop video and try working it yourself. If not, okay, if not, can watch the video again. Remember, the more number of times you can do the problem yourself, you learn better. All right, so let's go with this. That is tan inverse of root of, I have sine and log of x. So which is the most outermost function? So it should be tan, then it is root, then it is sine, then it is log. It means there are 4 chains. The first guy is tan inverse, second guy is root, then sine, then log. So let's go with the tan inverse part. So how do you differentiate tan inverse? That is 1 by 1 plus whatever is inside whole squared into differentiation of whatever is inside. Right? This is, I'm talking about tan inverse of x. So if it is not x, if it is this, so this would come here. That is root of sine log x the whole squared. Yes. Into differentiation of sine log x the whole square, or not the whole square, only whatever is inside. Okay. That's it. Should I write the root here? Yes, I should write the root, because inside the tan inverse you have a root also, the whole thing. Alright, now what next? 1 by 1 plus, I can cancel the root in this, I get sine of log x. That's it. And how do I differentiate this? Now who is the outermost function in this case? Tan inverse is done. Who's the next guy? Root. So how do you differentiate root? That is 1 by 2 root of whatever function into d by dx of whatever function. That is it. So who's inside root here? It is sine log x. And how do you differentiate this guy? Who's inside? That is sine log x. So very simple. Very simple it is. Right, next thing. 1 by 1 plus sine log x is done. And 1 by 2 root of sine log x is done. Alright. So what is the next thing? How will I differentiate sine? It is cos x. If it is sin x, it is cos x. Now, if I have to differentiate only sine, it becomes cos of whatever function into differentiation of that function. So what is inside sine is log. So that becomes cos of log x into differentiation of log x. That's all about it. Now what's the last step? I write 1 by 1 plus. I need to keep writing this because I've already done this. 1 by 2 root of sine log x into cos log x into differentiation of log x 1 by x, and that's all about it. We can do this in one single step also, but I suggest you guys to work with all the steps at least initially. All right, later we can do just solve this problem in one single straight line answer. That's it. Right, but do not have confusions. To learn it better, try working with steps initially at least. Later we'll see how we can write the whole answer in one step. All right.